Hey, what's up guys? Drone B here and welcome back to another video. This video is my picks for the top 5 weapons in Final Fantasy. And coming in at number 5 on my list is the Glacian weapon. Whoop, not the Commander Mercenary weapon. No, that one's not bad too. That's an honorable mention. The Glacian weapon, the Glacian Seraphim rod. And this is a pretty good weapon, guys. Not too bad. 469% troop attack. That's one of the highest. It's the highest attack for the older gear. Definitely the highest for the older gear. That's pretty good attack. That's going to apply to everything. It's going to be good for defense because you're going to kill so many of the attacking troops. It's going to be pretty good for offense. The only downside to this gear piece is you need a higher hero level to craft it. And what that means is most people have the crafting research section, have it unlocked for level 1, near maxed. But most people haven't got to leveling up the higher grade gear that you need the higher gear levels for, that, gear level 2 and gear level 3. So, yeah, so that's the downside of it. It's that 469% is probably what you're working with, unless you have that crafting research maxed. With some of the other gear, like the Guardian Gear's level 1, the Archaean Gear's level 1, that means you're going to get all the boost for level 1 gear, which adds up. It's like 30 or 40% if you have it maxed. So that's the only reason this isn't higher on the list, is unless you have that crafting research maxed for the higher grade gear levels in the crafting section. Yeah, that's where this one is, but pretty good, guys. 469% troop attack. I'm not mad at that. And now there's just came out with new packs in this realm, 25,000 gear chests, and I've seen the Glacian set in there, so you can get that full legendary, or just about. If you don't get all legendary, that's bad luck. You might get 5 legendary and then like 1 purple piece, but yeah, if you get that 25k chest, you could easily get this weapon. It's probably not the one I would get, though. I would get, well, if we come down here to number 4 on my list, the Magitek Alpha weapon. I saw a 25k chest for this, and I feel bad I didn't get it. Like, that was one pack. I was like, oh, I probably should have got that, because look at the set bonus. You get all the legendary, 600 attack. Yeah, it's pretty good, but so let's move down to this weapon here. And this is why it's number 4 on my list. 330% troop HP, 120% troop attack, and then you get these Airship and Magitek attack bonuses, 150, 84, and then the Magitek HP bonus. So it's just, this is a really good weapon. And hero level 1. So if you have that crafting research, at the higher level, you don't have to get the crafting research scrolls to get pretty good boosts in the crafting section for level 1 gear. So that's why this one it's a really good gear piece. If you see that 25k Magitek Alpha chest, that is going to be huge for defending your Empire against T7. Because look at you get the set bonus, and it's tons of troop HP. So all this gear has troop HP. Right, so something to think about, guys. If you're going up against T7 and your gear's not very good, that 25k Magitek Alpha gear chest, that's a pretty good baseline. And also, look at all of the videos I've made of top gear. Magitek Alpha's made each video so far. So, and the weapon is no joke also. 120, 330. If you have airships, great. If you have Magitek troops, great. Awesome. Hopefully you don't need to use that Magitek HP bonus. But yeah, guys, so I love the Magitek gear. I wish I got that. Wish I got that 25k chest. Maybe it'll come back around. Next on my list, guys, I did get the 25k Archaean chest. And I had all blue and purple. And it got me to legendary with plenty to spare. So, but yeah, next on my list, guys, for best weapons is the Archaean weapon. That sweet looking hammer, man, that hammer's pretty sweet. If I could run around with any of these weapons, that'd be the one I would choose. You know, outside a game, like in real life, if I had to pick one, heck yeah, man, give me this. Oh, of course, my game froze. Give me this hammer, man. So I was happy to get that set bonus too. The trap HP and trap attack's nice, and troop HP and troop attack. That's pretty. You know, that's. There aren't many other packs that you can get 500% troop attack, 500% troop HP, and trap, you know, and get the gear with it, right? So there was, you know, I was surprised they threw this pack out there because, you know, I'm going to go on a little rant here, guys. It does kind of bug me, though. Like, they give us the Archaean Guild Hall dungeon, right? And you get all these chests, and you start slowly accumulating this gear, and don't you know they got a lot of people to buy the keys for those chests, and they got a lot of people to buy the contracts to do more runs, and then they give you 25k. Like there's no like step up to like 5k, 10k, 50. They just get right out with the 25k. They're like, man, we need to sell this pronto, and that's what they did. But so here's the weapon. 727% troop attack, level 1 gear, so you get the crafting buffs. Wow, and 1,170% trap attack. And that's a good weapon, guys. That is a really good weapon. And that's why it's number 3 in the list. That's such a high troop attack bonus and trap attack bonus. Yeah, guys. So you can use that. If you have one of those on your Empire, it's going to make somebody attacking you. It's going to do some damage to them. If you have if you have this and some of the other gear, like the Archaean gear, man, you're going to take out troops like crazy. So yeah, 727. And the trap attack, you know, okay, I'll take it. But even just that troop attack. And then you get that crafting. Real quick, guys, let's look at this crafting. I want to show you guys what I mean by that. If we come over here to the crafting section, you'll notice there's different tiers on this research tree. You've got the initial stat multiplier, so improves gear from level 1 to 30, and if you max all this, it's 40% bonus. So that's 700. So let's see if it's the same for weapon. I'm pretty sure it is. Weapon stat multiplier. You max this, you get 40% bonus to the 727% troop attack. Add 40% of that on top of it. So you're talking over 1,000 attack for that weapon if you have this mastered. And it's not, I think you can get to like level 8 or 9 before you start needing the scrolls. You'll probably need the scrolls for this section, but in vice versa, if we come down here, the Glacian weapon, you need a stat multiplier level 3 to boost the Glacian weapon. And now, granted, you know, I'm sure as you level it up, multipliers might be higher, but how many crafting packs you have to get here, right? I think I've got 2, and I've got at least 2 packs, and I didn't even start that research yet. I mean, it starts getting more and more. So, yeah, that's what I mean by the crafting section. So this gear, you know, and stat multiplier 2 is 31 to 40. So anything in there, what's that? Arbiter, that's, yeah, I think just Arbiter gear pretty much. No, Sentinel, even Sentinel's boosted by the tier 1 on the tree. So yeah, there's that, guys. Let's move on though. So that's Archaean 3. So recap here, Glacian weapons 5. We've got the Magitek Alpha 4. We've got the Archaean weapon 3. We've got in the number 2 slot, we've got the Hydraean weapon. And this Hydraean weapon, boom. That's a pretty sweet looking sword, isn't it? Here we go, guys. So 2,230% cavalry attack. What? That's a huge number. And the cool thing about that too, guys, is if you watch any of my RVR videos, any of my neutral realm videos, my preset march is always on cavalry. I love cavalry. They're faster. so you can attack more in any time frame. Just the marches will get there quicker. So I use a lot of cavalry. So now if I could get 2,230% cavalry attack from a weapon, that's my weapon, guys. That is my weapon. Yeah, so that's why it came in at number 2 on the list. This weapon will also buff your Juggernaut attack by 3,345. I don't have any Juggernauts. You need a higher Merc Pit for that. But man, just for that cavalry attack, 2,230, and cavalry is my favorite. So definitely think this gear. You could make the argument it's number 1 if you're a cavalry fan like me. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, so that, and I think you only need hero level 1 for this also. So 40% of 2,230. That's, the number's too big for me to even do the math on it. So that's number 2 on the list. That's going to be great for neutral realms. You could use that on the crystal if you have heavy cavalry in the crystal. All kinds of stuff you could do with that. And moving on to number 1 on the list is the Infernian weapon. And we've seen this in some realm events. And if you've noticed, all the Supreme Emperors that I saw had this weapon at Legendary. And there's a reason, guys. It's 1,520% troop attack. So it's smaller than the Cav buff, but it applies to everything, right? It's going to apply to mercenaries. It's going to apply to warriors, Cavs, mages. It's going to apply to everything, right? And that's a big number. 1,520 hero level 1 gear. So you get that 40% bonus if you have the crafting maxed. That's a big number. That's a big number. Over 2,000. Over 2,000 attack if you have the crafting. So, yeah. That has to be number 1 on the list. 1,520% troop attack percentage. You know, it's kind of a sad looking weapon compared to the others. Like, I mean, you got some sweet looking hammers, you got some awesome swords, you got dual daggers, you've got the you know, the mage wand. But yeah, this is like some rusty old looking weapon, man. But yeah, so that's my top 5 pick. Let me know what you guys think. If you disagree, if you have some other picks. Again, I left the Mage Bane out of this because I don't know what the weapon buff is. I'm guessing it debuffs, or it's strong against mages. But until new Mage Gear comes out, you know, you can beat the Glacian gear with yeah, certainly with the Hydraean gear is gonna, you know, even the Archaean gear is gonna trump the Glacian gear, and then you could just attack with cavalry on top of that. So yeah, so I'm not in this Mage Bane set. It's kind of cool, but it's until and don't you know, a better Mage Gear is coming out soon, probably. So when that better Mage Gear comes out, you might want some Mage Bane. You might want a couple legendary pieces to mix in if you're, you know, trying to get that Supreme Emperor title. Yeah, so that is my weapons pick. Let me know what you guys think, guys, and until next time, don't litter, guys. It's not cool. Peace out.